This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman.
And I'm Juan Gonzalez. Welcome to all of our listeners and viewers around the country and around the world. The growing movement to change the name of the Washington Redskins football team has scored a surprising victory. On Wednesday, a federal agency canceled the team's trademark registration after concluding its name and logo are disparaging to Native Americans. The decision issued by an arm of the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office does not force the team to change its name, but could make it more difficult to legally guard the name and logo from use by third parties.
The team can reportedly keep the trademark while they appeal, but Native Americans and other critics of the Redskins brand have hailed the ruling as the latest sign team owner Dan Snyder will inevitably be forced to drop it. Among those celebrating Wednesday's ruling were Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid of Nevada and before him Senator Maria Cantwell of Washington.
Madam President, I come to the floor because the Patent Office has just ruled that the name of the Washington football team is not patentable because it is a slur. So we're so excited to know that finally people are recognizing that this issue can no longer be a business case for the NFL to use this patent.
This is extremely important to Native Americans all over the country, that they no longer use this name. It's racist. Daniel Snyder says it's about tradition. I ask, what tradition? A tradition of racism is all that name leaves in its wake. The writing is on the wall. It's on the wall in giant blinking neon lights.
Senators Reid and Cantwell were among the more than 50 senators who signed a letter to NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell last month, urging him to push the Redskins to change their name. The legal case that triumphed Wednesday was filed in 2006 by a group of young Native Americans after a similar case was overturned on appeal. In that earlier case, a federal court found the plaintiffs had waited too long to file their case. Well, one of the plaintiffs in the latest case joins us now. Amanda Blackhorse is a social worker and member of the Navajo Nation who joins us from Kayenta, Arizona, which is in the Navajo Nation. And sports writer Dave Zirin joins us from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where he's covering the World Cup. We welcome you both to Democracy Now! But let's begin with Amanda Blackhorse. Talk about the significance of this patent case.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. The significance, I mean, this is such a huge victory, not only for our group, but for Native Americans all over the nation, and as well as, our supporters. We have a tremendous amount of supporters who are non-Native as well, and this is just a huge victory for us. I think, I know that, the cancellation of the trademark does not mean that the team has to change their name. I think our biggest thing with this is that, their name, the R word, does not deserve federal protection. And we would like to make that known to the team. And also, we don't think that, Dan Snyder and the co-owners should make money off of a racial slur, especially, a racial slur directed at Native American people. And so this is a huge victory for us. I do know that, the team is going to appeal, and we are ready for that. We've been, through this process for 8 years now. We will continue to fight. This is not the end for us.
Well, Amanda Blackhorse, an attorney for the Redskins, released a statement in response to the decision saying, quote, "We've seen this story before, and just like last time, today's ruling will have no effect at all on the team's ownership of and right to use the Redskins name and logo. We're confident will prevail once again, and that the trademark trial and appeals board's divided ruling will be overturned on appeal." Now, the reference there was that there had been a prior case, as we mentioned in the lead-in to this story. Could you talk about that prior case and what happened there? And because most sports fans are surprised by the ruling, but this has been a long process of litigation on this issue.
Absolutely. Suzanne Harjo, who is sort of the person who has been pushing this for all these years. She filed her case along with other petitioners in 1992. They won their case under the TTAB in 1999. Pro Football came back and appealed that case, and they won based on latches, stating that, like Amy said, the petitioners waited too long to file their case. And so, or they were too old at the time that they filed their case. So in our case,
too old. What do they mean by that?
What was that?
Too old. What do they mean by that?
That they should have filed at when they became adults. That they waited too long to file their case. So with our case, each of us were between the ages of 18 and 24. So if they appeal, we are not barred by latches. So they cannot say that we waited too long. We had just become adults at that time. So that's kind of the big difference for us in our case.
Amanda, the case bears your name. It's Blackhorse versus Pro Football. Why does the name of the Redskins team in Washington, D.C. affect you, bother you, hurt you so much?
Well, first and foremost, the name is a textbook definition. The textbook definition of the word is a racial slur. And it's a disparaging name towards Native American people. And, in my community, we don't call each other by the R word. I've never heard another Native American person call another Native American person by the R word. It's just not something that we do. We have other names like Native American, American Indian, or even Indian, but we never call each other by the R word. And so, the name itself actually dates back, at the time, when the Native American population was being exterminated, and bounty hunters were hired to kill Native American people. And so, one could make a great living off of just killing Native American people. And there was a tier effect that was paid out. The highest paid was for a Native American man, and then a woman, and then a child. And so based off of that, there were news clippings and flyers and stuff that were posted up, asking people to go out to kill Indians and bring back the red skin. So in order to show that they made their kill, they had to bring back a scalp or their skin. And so that's where the red skin word has been kind of passed down. So in our community, we do not use that word.